Hello and welcome to the gojenn videocast. I am gojenn, your host. You can find me as gojenn on Ravelry, and I'm going to put all my other contact info at the end of the video. Today is Sunday, March 6th, 2016, and this is the 57th episode that I have recorded. So this is going to be kind of a normal video for me. So let's get started. The first thing I want to say is hello and welcome. I'm glad that you've chosen to spend some of your time with me today. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're enjoying whatever crafting you're doing, whether you're a planner, a knitter, a crocheter, maybe you're all three like I am. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'm learning how to respond about things. This is my fauxmidori. It's a Foxy Fix Traveler's Notebook, and I've had it, I got it last June, and I am loving it. It is field note size, which is about 3 by 5, a little bit bigger than that, but not a whole lot. And this is my new journal for the month of March. And so here's where I keep my Ravelry projects that I do. So you don't think that's how I plan that. I'll print out a big sheet like this, and then I'll say, well, maybe I'll do this for that, or I'll do a scarf or a sock yarn blanket square. You know, and I'll think of things, and I'll scratch through them, and then at the end of the month, I'll have a nice, neat, here's what I did list, not here's what I'm planning to do. So, March, in like a lion, out like a lamb. These are my two monthly trackers that I keep. This is my habit tracker, where I track mood, prescription, exercise, journaling, crafting, posting to Instagram, posting to my Etsy shop, and my bedtime, because that's a real problem for me to do a real grown-up bedtime. I tend to think I'm a kid, and I can read under the covers with a flashlight all night, but I can't. I'm too old for that. And this is my March crafting tracker. If I don't track, or if I don't track, then I'm not holding myself accountable. Even when before I got my planner and was keeping my journal like this, I still really felt like, okay, I can give myself one day off and not knit or crochet or whatever, just, rest my hands. But anything more than one day, and I start to feel like I'm not being a good crafter, that I need to do something every day, even if it's just a little something. I need to do something crafty, keep myself in the hang of it or swing of it, because I'm afraid that if I don't, one day leads to 2 to 3 to a week to 2 weeks to a month, and I don't want to have to get back in the swing of it, so I want to stay in the swing of it. So this is just my journal for the month of March. I am still working on getting my Etsy shop up and running. I will keep you posted. I think I need to get some stock built up a little bit. Here is my bullet journal list that I've started, and as always, the best thing about a bullet journal list is checking things off the bullet journal list. So that is my inspiration to get things done most days. And yes, I am one of those people that will write something down just so I can check it off. Like, oh, I forgot to put that on my list. It needs to be on my list because I just did it. And so I will put something down just to check it off. I'm enjoying green for the month of March. My daughter's birthday is March 3rd, so my older daughter. So we had a great celebration for her birthday this week. We had dinner out with family and friends, and then she had a birthday day where she had an entire day in the pajamas. So how much fun is that? With her favorite meal brought to her by her sweet husband. Well, wasn't that nice? That's, you know, once you're not a kid anymore, it is really nice to have somebody wait on you. If you'll notice, this is my Lister's Got a List notebook. And I am seriously slacking. My printer is in a different room from the room that I live in most all the time, where I sit in my chair and knit, crochet, plan, read, whatever. And so I have to, I know this sounds like a terrible effort, but I have to get up and go in the other room to actually turn the printer on. Even though it's an air printer, I don't have to be there to print to it, but I have to get up and go in there to turn it on. So I'm going to do that today and catch up my Lister's Got a List challenge. Isn't that horrible that I am just that's just terrible. I know. So this is my Foxy Fix fauxmidori this is my carry. This goes with me everywhere. It goes to work with me every day. It goes in my bag all the time because I may not have time to plan in my Websters Color Crush, but I've always got time to journal. If we're stuck at work and the computers go down, then I can plan. Or I mean, I can journal, excuse me. And so I don't want to be caught without that. And I also like to have a knitting or crochet project because I don't want to be caught without that either. This is the monthly view for March, and I don't have a lot here. My older daughter's birthday, payday, doctor's appointment, and this is the week that is coming up now. So I have all of my monthly 2-page spreads for the month, and then I go into my weekly section back here, and this is one of the dashboard dividers that I made and laminated and just put a sticker on so that it would stick out here that these are my weekly pages. And February is all gone. Do you do this? Do you page through your past, like this is last month, the 1st of February. Do you page through and go, oh wow, I remember that day, that was fun, and isn't that pretty? I like those colors together and that kind of thing. And then here we get to March. So, wow. There we go. This is my week for last week. I didn't have time while I was doing the video to do a plan with me, so I just kind of did everything and then posted it at the end of last week's video. And this kind of thing is kind of diary keeping, so I go back and do this after the fact, which is something kind of new for me, and I'm really enjoying it. Apparently March is going to be very green month for me, so I am using my black pen and then my green pen and green stickers and things like that. And these are my 2 clear pockets that I made. Excuse me. I made out of a page protector that had pockets in it, and I put some Post-it notes in here to use, because if I don't have them out, I don't use them. And this came in the March Planner Addict box. It's all about Carpe Diem. Don't miss out on the beautiful colors of the rainbow while you're looking for the pot of gold. I think that's really important. We all want that pot of gold, but we have gems far more beautiful that happen to us every day in real life. So this is this coming week, and I have already decorated it, because I tend to take a long time. I really think about it. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to just put down what the things that happen, which is I've got a doctor's appointment. I've got a long weekend coming up next weekend, payday. But then I think about things, what do I want to accomplish, and things like that. So it takes me longer than I think you want to watch me sit there with one sticker going, now where do I want to put that? This green washi is also from the March Planner Addict box. I got that yesterday and was really excited. I got this sticker and these this weekend, so I went ahead and used them on that. Let's see, I've got a tab back here for the Etsy shop, another one of my homemade dividers, and I am keeping notes, things to do, things to remember as I get closer to actually opening the shop. And my YouTube section back here I have, and I keep my notes that I make to remember to do things and not forget. And this is another little clip that I got in the planner. I got two of them in the Planner Addict box. Can you, there, is that better? It is not a magnet, but it is flat, and can you see how it's like permanently squished together, so it will stay on the page like a paper clip, but it's flat. It's not gonna leave creases or anything like that. Books and movies. I am still listening to Devil's Star by Joe Nesbø, and it's in the Harry Hole series, and the Norwegian detective, and I am loving it. I found myself this week, I turned off the tape because I don't want it to be over yet. I'm not ready to let this one go, and I just love it. I love it very, very much. So I want to take just a minute or two and show you my craftiness that's been going on. I am going to make some crocheted items for the Etsy shop. Not a lot. It's not going to be the focus of it. But this is some Bernat mosaic yarn. I like it because it changes color in nice, pretty ways. And this is the Moogly Simply... No. Oh my goodness, I had the name in my head. It is a very simple, artfully simple infinity cowl. Yay, I remembered. It's very simple. It's just chains and double crochets. So this is going to be my traveling project for the week, and it's in a Star Knits bag. This is supposed to be like a Christmas, but I think it's March. March is green. March is everything green. So this is going to be my travel project that I take to work, and because it's a very simple pattern to remember. And last week I did show pictures of my modern blanket of flowers. I put a picture at the end of it put together. These are the first, I think, 17 blocks, and isn't that neat? It's got such, I like that it's got such good texture to it. You know, you can, I just really love it. I've got to sit down, and this isn't something I like to work on at night after work because it takes a while to get everything out. You have to plan what color goes next. You have to decide where you're going to start joining, and then join a new square or new hexagon. But I just wanted to show you that. Isn't it pretty? It really and truly does make me happy. I think it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous blanket. And my shop on Etsy, the name of it is going to be Stitchy Markers. Like stitch markers, only stitchy. Ta-da! If you knew how many hours I have agonized over that name, So yesterday, my daughter and I made a quick trip to a Joann's, not far from us. It's about an hour away. And then, of course, we had to have dinner out while we were there. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that I got to use in the shop. I'm going to be making stitch markers for crochet projects, so they will be movable. I'm going to put just like a bead and a little lobster claw clasp, because these are movable. Because if you crochet, you cannot use the solid circles like you can in knitting. And I've always felt that it's not fair that if you Google crochet stitch markers, you get the very workable, very inexpensive little plastic diaper pin kind of things. Well, how come crocheters can't have pretty ones too? We want beads. We want pretty. So that's what I got to make some stitchy markers with. I'm going to try some different wires and beads and stuff like that. So that's just like to give you an idea of what I'm planning with that. I think that is all. Here's how you can find me. On Ravelry, I'm gojenn. Instagram, please friend me or like me or follow me or whatever on Instagram, and I will most likely follow you back, unless you have a private thing and you don't, allow anybody to see, and I understand that completely. But please follow me there so that we can keep up, and I will be posting hopefully daily as things get closer and closer to me being able to open the shop. So, thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful week coming up, that you get plenty of time to do the crafts, do the things that you want to do. If you're looking for a book series to read, I highly suggest the Jo Nesbo, Nesbo, series. The detective is Harry Hoda. The first book in the series is The Bat. Anyway, until I see you next weekend, I wish you a week filled with barking, apparently, and love and laughter. Thank you.